Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is pecan pie. It's from the Donut Cafe from Ollie's. It's good. I like it. I like all their coffees in their variety flavor pack. So it snowed. I don't like it. I liked it better when we had a couple of warm days, but it's only the middle of February, so that's to be expected. So I'm hoping today is a smoother day than yesterday. It was just kind of chaotic. The whole day felt chaotic. It was like charged particles in the air. Even the dogs felt it because they got into a fight. Oh, that was intense. Anyway, they're all back to being friends today. I don't know. But anyhow, that doesn't happen very often. Thank God for that. So today is only going to be a high of 28. And I'm definitely going to be staying home because I have the repairman coming again. And he's going to hang the shelves in the garage so that in the spring, when the weather warms up, I can clean up my disgusting garage. It seems like all the things that I didn't know what to do with have landed in the garage. So it is such a mess. I've never had a garage like this in my whole life. It's terrible. Well, except when I moved. When I moved in, I had a lot of boxes out there. But those eventually either got put away or gotten rid of. But that was like going on 21 years ago. So I would love to have a day where nobody comes over and the dogs are peaceful and I can stay in my pajamas, but that's not today. So I need to get over my mom's too and see what's going on over there. She likes the new phone. She's actually using it, so yay, because she usually doesn't like, things like that. As you get older, a lot of people don't like change. I, for one, am not one of those people, not yet anyway. I imagine as I get older, I'll probably get that way too. First of all, it's too much bother to change anything. And secondly, by that point, you've pretty much figured out what it is you like and what you don't like, so you just hang on to it. At least that's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So I'm going to use the coffee oat milk creamer, and this is coffee cake. This is good. I like it. It's not my favorite. I would say it's probably my second favorite, but I like the chocolate raspberry syrup too. That one is from International Delights. So let's see if I put enough creamer in. Cheers! I hope you guys are all doing well and you're healthy, and this bugaboo that's going around that so many people are catching hasn't caught you. Oh yes, the pecan pie with that creamer is very good. So yeah, lots of people are getting sick. It's like a cold and flu-like thing. Oh, what's the matter? What is the matter, baby puppy? Let's see if I can get him in there. What is the matter? Oh, what's wrong? I think somebody has to go out. Oh, and there comes another one. I hope I'm getting this because I really can't see what I'm filming. All right, I will meet you at the budget book. They were actually just out, but they're in such a hurry to come in and get their treat that they forget what they're doing. So, all right, I'll meet you at the budget book. Oh, look what we got. Oh. Oh, no. Not again. Oh. I hate it. We're making gnome hats again. All right. You guys have a fun time out there. I'm going in. All right, back at the budget book. So yesterday I was supposed to go to lunch with a friend. That didn't happen because she got sick, but I did spend some money. I actually bought a couple things for my deck. Last spring I bought some mosquito netting, and it really didn't work out the way that I wanted it to. It just was kind of really big and all kind of connected with zippers. So this year I want to try, you know, those magnetic doors that you Velcro up for your screen door. Well, I want to try some of those. I have one out over my garage door that I can put down when the garage door is up. But I want to try and use those on the deck because they're smaller and more to size of my deck is my pergola is 8 by 10. So I did buy those. They weren't that expensive. I had to get 3 of them, and 2 of them had a % off coupon, and each one was about $30-ish. So I did spend money yesterday, and I also got some instant coffee, and I'll show it to you when we have our little chat today. And it's instant coffee that comes in a packet, and it's chocolate raspberry. So I really wanted to give that a try. That way, if I go to my mom's or wherever I go, I can take a pack with me, and I can have that. Now, I haven't tried it yet. I think I'm going to try a cup this afternoon. But that was $14, which wasn't really cheap, but it had my curiosity. So, and I did pay off my Amazon account from the month. So I'm doing well with that, even though I have bought quite a few things on Amazon. I'm not letting it get ahead of me. I want to keep it paid off because I want to continue to be debt-free. So anyway, yep, another red X, but it's okay. You know, I mean, sometimes you just get in phases where you need to buy more things. That's all the way it is. So, and like I said before, it's not my goal to put tons and tons of money in savings and in the bank. I want to have enough in there to cover expenses should they come up, but I want to enjoy the rest of my money. So I'm not going to penny pinch and never spend anything. If I can afford it, I'll go ahead and buy it. But I do want to keep a handle on it. I want to keep a lid on it because I do not want to have credit cards that I have to pay off over months and months. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, threw that t-shirt in the trash, don't want it anymore. So, all right, I guess that's part of clearing clutter and also simplifying. And also, I called my insurance people. I have my car and my house insurance monthly, and they're billed together. So what I had them do was just do an auto pay. That way my insurance won't be late every month. I mean, I try and keep a handle on my bills, but every once in a while one kind of slips by. You either don't get notification or it gets lost in the mail, and then you forget about it, and then you get a late charge. So I'm trying to avoid that. So what I can do with auto pay, I do with auto pay. And that's how I paid my car and also the loan that I had that I just paid off in January. So anyway, that's my strategy for trying to keep a lid on my finances, staying debt-free, still enjoying my money, but not to the point of over enjoying it and getting into debt, because a lot of people now, because of necessity, are getting into debt. Some people, I don't know, it's terrible, have to use their credit card to buy groceries. And I think that's, not to be a negative Nelly, but I think that's what a lot of these companies are hoping for, to keep you ever indebted to them. So I don't want to play that game with these people, and that's that. And if I have to tighten the belt and not buy anything for a very long time, I don't have to. I have pretty much everything I need. It's just a matter of, what do I want? So anyhow, if you can, get yourself into a position where you have everything you need. You know, build up on it slowly. Try not to get into debt, into credit card debt, and but keep what you need for a duration of time, whatever you feel is appropriate. So, okay, no more readings today. I have to check out my little books that I got and see if I like them. So I think we'll just have some chats today, and I'll show you a couple things I'm thinking about doing. But today I really would like to have a day where I don't do anything except what I absolutely have to do. It's just one of those days. I feel kind of worn out for whatever reason. So, okay, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm still drinking my morning coffee. Just finished up the budget book. So cheers, have some coffee with me. Well, today I thought we'd just have a bunch of chats about stuff. And one of the things that occurred to me, lots of things always occur to me because I'm always thinking, but one of the things that I thought about was putting pressure on ourselves to get things done. So I came up with a list of questions that I want to ask myself before I start a new project, because you guys all know I've always got a million projects that I want to do. So a lot of the projects that I'm doing and want to work on involves simplifying, taking something complicated, like let's say years ago I had, in my living room, I had blinds and drapes and scarves, and it looked beautiful. But it was like, oh my gosh, I didn't want to take care of all that anymore. So I took the drapes down, I took the scarf down, I changed my mini blinds to wider blinds, and it is a lot easier to take care of. Now the blinds I have, I'm not real crazy about, because they're not the kind that you can just push up and down. They've got the cords. And the blinds on the front window, there's two of them, are extremely heavy. So it's really hard to put the blinds up if I ever want to. So I usually leave them down and just open and close them with the louvers. But they're good enough for now, but I think down the road I'm going to look into doing something a little different with the windows, but that's not now. So anyway, here's the list that I came up with for putting pressure on yourself to get things done. So the first question is it a priority? You know, is it something you have to do? Like for me, I have to fix up certain things in my house. I had to have the landscaping taken care of because it looked very disheveled and horrible, and you know, you do get nasty grams from the association if you're not keeping up your property. So I wanted to avert that, and so I had to have that done. It wasn't like the first priority on my list, but it was something that I couldn't do anymore by myself. It would have taken me a whole season to get through it. So for me, spending the $900 that I spent on it was well worth it because they did an excellent job. Jam's Tree Service is the name of the company. If you're here in Ohio, in northern Ohio, I don't know what their region is, but they did an excellent job. The price was good, and you know, they have to be paid for their work too. We're all struggling through this together. So is this a priority? Another thing that was a priority for me was fixing the garage door because mice were coming in there. Then they were getting down into my basement because I have a utility sink out there and the pipes go into the basement, and mice can get in the smallest of holes. I remember when I lived in my other house, before I moved here 20 years ago, we used to get mice there too. It was more of a rural area, and most people that live in an area like that, mice do come in. But I had a trap, it was called a tender trap, and they'd get in there and then they couldn't get out. So at the time I was living with my significant other, and I'd always have him take the little creature to a remote area and turn them loose. But this one particular mouse I put in a shoe box. It was a clear shoe box with a plastic lid, and I had tiny holes, breathing holes in there. And it actually chewed the hole bigger, and it wasn't very big. It was like maybe this big after they got done chewing it and got right out of there. So it was amazing to me the size of a hole that these little creatures can get in and out of. So after I had the garage door fixed now, I'm hoping they don't chew the rubber again, but I had to have the exterminator. I tried, my grandson tried, we put traps, we put all kinds of things, and it just wasn't getting rid of them. So I have a contract now with the exterminator. They come out every couple months, put out new traps, new baits, and I'm not as nice about it anymore. I don't even want to think about it. But anyway, it is getting rid of the mice. So that's something that I had to do. So think about, is it a priority? So those are the things that you would want to have out of your savings, hopefully, as they come up. So there's still some other things that are priorities for me that I have to complete. I have to have my house pressure washed. The back of it is all green, and I've already gotten 2 notices from the association Gestapo to clean the house. I've had it done before, but the last time was like 2 or 3 years ago, and it really, really needs it. It looks terrible. So I have to have that done. That's a priority. And replacing the windows. Now the kitchen window is not a priority, but I do want to be able to open the window. So for me it's a priority. And my 2 bedroom windows, I'm replacing 3 this year. The wood is rotting around the windows, so that needs to be replaced, and they'll do that too. So those are just some examples of what I consider to be priorities. So anyway, moving on, ask yourself when you're doing, let's say I'm going to redo my fireplace. It's not a priority. Is it good enough? Yes. Why do I want to change this? It's another question. Is it better for functionality? No. Is it more aesthetically pleasing? In my book, yes, it would be more aesthetically pleasing, but it's not a priority. If I didn't get it done, nothing would change. I've lived with this fireplace for 20 years. I'm just kind of wanting a little bit more of a fancy fireplace, and this is the cheapest way that I can do it, and it's still something within my abilities to change. And then I asked the question, can it wait? Yeah, it could wait, but I already have the stuff, so now I'm very slowly going to start working on it as soon as I figure out exactly how I want to change it. I have an idea, but I'm not sure of the colors yet, so I'll be working on that. A big question for me is, will it simplify my life? And that is what's driving a lot of the changes that I'm making in my home. The fireplace won't simplify my life, that's for sure. Changing the things on my windows will simplify my life. Getting lighter furniture, I'm not talking about the color, I'm talking about the weight. Getting lighter weight furniture so that I can clean easier, that will simplify my life. Having less stuff will simplify my life. So I just keep going round and round and getting rid of more things, changing some things that make things easier for me. So that is a question that I think it's a good question to ask yourself. And then going hand in hand with something, when you decide you want to change it, will it complicate my life? So in other words, let's say I wanted to get another dog and 2 cats or whatever. That would definitely complicate my life. Even if it's something that I wanted to do, it's not something I'm going to do because it would complicate my life a lot. So just asking yourself those questions when you're feeling pressured, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I do this to myself all the time. And this is going to be a way of calming my mind and saying, you know what, it's not something that needs to be done now unless you want to do it, and you don't have to do 10 projects at one time. I'm trying to rein it in with the living room. I'm doing it piece by piece. So first of all, I can financially afford to do that. Yes, it requires me spending more time looking for things and, spreading out my gathering of stuff. So I've been working on the living room for probably over a year now. I threw out a lot of my heavy furniture, things the dogs had ruined, and got lightweight furniture that really benefit me and make my life easier. So I can go in there and clean my living room in under a half an hour. So I could use a few less tchotchkes here and there, but I don't feel like a room that doesn't have any character isn't a room that I'm comfortable in. So I do like looking at my things. I like my stuff. I'll be the first one to admit that. I like the things that I have. Things that I've gotten rid of already, obviously I didn't like, so they've gone. And it changes, every year it's like, I don't really like that anymore. And then I can ask myself the question, can I use it in a different room? Would it look nice here? Would it look nice there? Could I paint it a different color and it would look nicer? It would be more cohesive in the room. So before I get rid of something, I ask myself those questions. Is it something that I can use, like I save lamps that I've had over the years for different places, and every now and then I'll go up in the attic. It's not hurting anybody up there. I mean, it's not like I have 100 lamps, but every once in a while I'll change the shade, or I'll need a lamp here or a lamp there for whatever reason. So things like that I don't get rid of, and I still like them. So, overcomplicating things and simplifying is really my mission right now. I got rid of a lot of tchotchkes and knickknacks in my dining room. I'm thinking now about, I don't have blinds in there, but I do have a vertical blind that I've had since I moved in here. And I'm thinking about maybe getting rid of that, and I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but there's some shelving that I want to get. They're like clear acrylic shelving, and you hang them, they're like 4 tiers, and you hang them in front of your window. It hangs right in the window, and I think they're about 16 inches wide, and I'm thinking about getting that and getting rid of the things on my buffet there, and getting that off the buffet so I could use the buffet for maybe serving or something if I have a function. So yes, I'm going to call this February redo month or something, because that's what I'm doing. I started in January after Christmas, and it's rolled over into February. And then my bedroom. I have to take everything off the windows because those 2 windows are going to be replaced. And I'm thinking now, okay, this is a perfect opportunity to redo it in a different way because I'm tired of the brown. I want something a little lighter and brighter instead of dark and moody. I like both those styles, but that's what I'm thinking. So anyway, all right, that's what I wanted to talk about, not putting so much pressure on yourself and maybe asking those questions to yourself. You can write them down, and when you're feeling like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, you can ask yourself those questions and then kind of file it away for maybe a different, a different time. So, all right, I'm going to drink my coffee, and I'll be back later, and maybe we'll chat some more. I don't know. I don't want this video to get too long. All right. Well, this morning, I've been fooling around here in the kitchen, just doing a little of this and a little of that. And I showed you guys this Dollar Tree stencil that I got at Dollar Tree the other day. And I want to show you what I did with it. So without further ado, let's take a look. This is my coffee bar, and this is what I did with the stencil. I did my good morning right on the doors. And I used a brown paint pen, and it worked out great. So I happened to make the lettering a little wider and a little darker, and just use things the way you like them. So this is how it looks now. I like it. And this cabinet I had painted to sort of match with this one over here. I had a fellow that painted my dining room. He painted it for me. And then I applied, these were napkins that I just tore up and put on there with some Mod Podge. And that's what my coffee bar looks like. I like it. I think it looks good. This morning's brunch, I had this in the freezer. It's from Mark's. It was $1.99. It's their Italian bread. Very tasty. I got the Happy Farms whipped cream cheese. I almost always buy the whipped cream cheese. It goes a little further. I have here from Tofurky their roast beef. And I have their peppered too. I'm not opening this one yet. But anyway, their luncheon meats are pretty good, I think. So some are better than others, but they have all different kinds. So I'm having that. That'll be, I'll toast the bread with cream cheese and this on top. Then I also have this yogurt that I have to eat up from Walmart. And then I have some homemade fruit jam that I'm going to put in my yogurt along with some whole earth sweetener. So that will be today's brunch. Cooking up what I have, trying to save money on food because I have plenty of that, much more food than a lot of other things that I've gathered up. But yeah, it's a robbing Peter to pay Paul month. So Fix It Up February, a lot of the money is going to that instead of food. And I'm not hungry, I'm not skimping on the food, I'm eating delicious things that I really, really like. So there you go, a couple of really delicious meals. This morning's brunch, I still have some of these alfalfa sprouts that need to be eaten in the next day or so. I have a little of this everything but the bagel seasoning, and I got this at one of our local stores. Can't remember where I got it. Oh, it's from Ollie's. So I got that at Ollie's, and then I sprinkled some of that on the cream cheese and a little bit on the top. And you can also use this. I use this when I have Asian dishes. Instead of just having sesame seeds, I use this because it has all these sesame seeds already in there. So I just top it with everything but the bagel. And then here is my yogurt with the homemade jam. And then I'm also going to have a cup of this raspberry chocolate, the Instant Mods. And I'll let you know how that is. All right, there's brunch. Quick and easy. Using up what I have. Let's give this a try. It says you can put it in hot or cold water. White chocolate raspberry. It smells really good. Cheers! Oh, what a pretty pattern. Look at that. Looks like a galaxy. Oh boy. All right, let me give it a taste. Yeah, I definitely taste the chocolate and the raspberry. I think I may have put a little too much water in, but it's very good. All right, it's a winner. Mods Insta Raspberry Chocolate. Doesn't really say how many ounces of water to put it with. I put this with 12. I think maybe 11 or 12 would be just right. All right, I'm looking in my fridge and freezer. I want to cook up what I have. I don't want to go to the store and buy more. So I had gotten these field roast smoked apple and sage sausages a long time ago. I think I had gotten those at Giant Eagle on their markdowns. Anyway, they've been in the freezer for quite a while. So I'm going to make 2 of those. I'll probably only eat 1 today. I still have some of these caramelized onions that I made a few days ago. I bought this on my last shopping trip. It's spinach and feta pierogies, and pierogies are a very cheap and expensive and delicious meal. These didn't cost much at all. I think they were, I don't remember the price, but it was around $2 and something. So I got those, so I'll have like maybe 4 of those. And then I have this little piece of onion that I really need to do something with. So I'm going to save a few slivers for the salad that I'm going to have with that. And then the rest of it, I'm just going to zap in the microwave in this little ramekin. And then I'm just going to mix those in with that, and that'll go on top of the pierogies. And I'll have that in a salad because I still have plenty of salad that I need to eat up. So that will be my vegetable. So that will be dinner tonight. Quick, easy, and very inexpensive meal. All right, well, I've been working on my fireplace a little bit. I just put some masking tape on the back of these tiles, and I think I'm really going to love the way it's turning out. Now originally I had just planned to do down to here, but now I'm thinking if I have enough tiles, I'll do all the way around, and it looks like ironwork. And then I had this home, sweet home sign. Oh my goodness, the guy's out there shoveling. We're having a dog malfunction. I have to keep that in the chair so Chloe doesn't run up there like a baby hippo. Because these are not the most sturdy chairs. They're fine to sit in, but I wouldn't want a dog or a kid jumping on them. All right, that's enough, guys. It's okay. He's shoveling. We like that. Anyway, back to my fireplace. So these fit perfectly across there, and I'm hoping that these will fit perfectly down there. I have to see. I'm not sure how many I need going this way. So I hope I have enough to do the bottom too, because I think that would look really nice, the whole surround. And then I have this stencil here, and I'm not sure what color I'm going to stencil that with. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave this natural or do that in black too and just leave the sweet home. I don't know yet. But anyway, I've been fooling around with this, so we'll see how it turns out. I think it'll be nice, and you know, it's a little fancier than just the plain fireplace that was there before. Okay, I'm not going to finish this today. I'm just playing around with it to see what I can do. All right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I hope you had a good day. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share.